Good morning, Randomizer fans, and welcome to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Winter Tournament 2025. My name is Lord Fizzlebeef, and joined with me in the booth is Mecklin. How's it going, Mecklin?
Going pretty good this morning. How about yourself?
I'm awake, and that's not actually true. I'm not actually awake, but we're gonna muddle through. This is an early morning race we've got here. Pickles and Beer versus Sin Pyro, and we got Force Thief and Force None. Oh boy, we got... The Thieves got plus agility today, plus 15 agility. So, like, I...
I don't think that thief's going to get hit very often, so that'll be pretty nice.
No. And that'll help with avoiding ambushes is gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Choice on the left for Red Mage, we have Doom Magic. So expect to see Rub and or Quake and or Brack. Maybe even a Quad X if we're unlucky. Over on the right hand side, we will see the White Mage with plus 40 strength. Truly the bane of Garland if we happen to find an Iron Hammer in the first shop. We are going to get started momentarily. This is Game 2. Pickles did take Game 1. I'm excited. And if there is a Game 3, it's going to be on this channel almost immediately after, with a quick break in between. Let's power through. Oh, and we're off. Someone's funning with alt music as we go to the item shop. Nothing there that we need over in the tavern. We can get a Black Mage. Sin Pyro's happy to see it. We're now on Thief White Black. Pickles thinking, no, we're going to stick with Thief Red. White Magic, I don't believe had anything. Black Magic, Warp and Ice too. And Quake if we feel like really bullying Lich. Double checking the White Magic. Yeah, nothing to really want out of White Magic. Are we taking the Black Mage now? Yeah, we'll take it now. Sin Pyro looking at the Black Magic shop. Not sure if having a thunk or we're syncing the streams.
Nope, we're having a think right now. I have not touched anything.
Okay, so... Oh, and we're off. Alright. Avoiding the weapon shop. Over there, chain plus 2, not... That's as low as chain armor can go in this flag set. Meanwhile, we have... I mean, not great weapons. I'd take anything with a plus 5 next to it out of that lot. Pickles first to TOF. Let's check some of these here boxes. Okay, gold will be nice. An early shard box, all we've got is bones.
I don't know how well this ice tube is going to work. Oh, okay, bones have no HP.
So, yeah, it's true that they resist it, but also their base health is like 10.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. I never really paid attention to what the base health of those enemies are, so...
Garland time. It's time for... Oh, we got Rub and... I think that was Rub and Brack. Free Brack's pretty good on that Red Mage. Alright, what do we got out of King Princess? We got Chime, so don't have to worry about that stupid roving lock, and we got the Herb. Okay.
I don't know, Chime Lock is probably my favorite part about this whole thing. Seeing that monk. In the most random places.
If it's early enough as a runner, it's the most frustrating thing. Sin Pyro through Garland gets Chime and Herb. Pickles through the bridge boss. Still pretty even so far. Pickles electing to avoid the Matoya check. Honestly, with that $5,000 pickup in TOF, I like this play. Like, we're gonna afford pretty much anything we want here. Tavern check. For a White Mage, we pass. Probably looking for a fighter, if I had to guess. White Magic, terrible. Black Magic will take Fire 3. That's a real spell. We can field that. We'll take Invis 2, I guess. And Lamp. Lamp is no longer a meme spell. We have improved Dark penalty on, so if a Stray Ink heads your way, Lamp is the thing that prevents you from smashing reset. Pyro now also in Provoca, picking up spells. Also elected to not pick up a white mage. Both parties on 3 at the moment. TNT out of Bicky is good, because we're headed that way anyway. Okay, no items or no shop item in the item shop. We can get stock up on 10, stock up on heals, stock up on pures. Armor. I mean, Jane armor for the red mage is neat. It would be cool if we had something for that thief, and Pickles very much telegraphing that he wants a fighter. Like, nothing else will do. We have pre-bought iron armor for it. That's how much we want it.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever done that before. Pre-buying armor for a character that I don't have and may never see.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, we will eventually see it. I think it's a question of if we truly are willing to hold out that long for it. But also, iron armor is a pretty cheap purchase. But if you already know what you want and you have reasonable confidence that you're going to see it, I love the idea of pre-buying armor. Hooray! That's fine. Everything's fine. We're in Dwarf Cave right now. Canal. Okay, that will be good when we get a flotation device. Pickle's already with a good grasp of this encounter table. Alright, we're here in Elf Castle. Oh. Oh.
he went out of his way for that. Sin definitely went out of their way for that one.
So, Herb and Crystal. Herb into Crystal, I should say. Black Magic, level 3, what do we got? Quadex is difficult to make work in this flag set. The health totals are just way up there. White Magic. We'll take the Cure 3. Would have liked the Cure 4, but oh well.
Oh yeah, Cure 4 being in that locked spot, that's no fun.
Oh, comment in chat. This is just my idea, but I feel like I can't focus on the game because of the picture in the center. Yes, Muppet Chaos. Ever present, ever watching. Pickle's avoiding the wood plus 3 armor. I guess we're really holding out for a silver bracelet. Going out for level 4 magic.
Looks pretty sad. Yeah.
Fire 2, if we're feeling zesty, I'm fine leaving it. Not super great magics out of the first 4 levels. Over on Black Magic, we got Ice 2, Fire 3. There's Quadex. I'm gonna lump Bane in with this lot. Yeah, this is kind of a little dire. Over on the White Magic side, even assuming we had a White Mage, which I don't recommend, but like, if you want to. Harm 2, Harm 3, Cure 4. Like, we got Harm 3 and Cure 4, and they share the same level. Like, yikes. Meanwhile, at Matoya's Cave. And it looks like Sin Pyro also has a solid command of this encounter table. I think it's like an immediate step encounter followed by an ungodly long hero run.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be.
Pete's in a box. Ooh. Steve getting bullied a little bit. The extra agility not quite helping with the survival like we'd hoped it would. Oh. Down to 1v1. Black Mage still up. Ice 2 gets there.
Black Mage gets
Pivotal
levels.
Pivotal levels for most important class right now. And we get a boat.
So I guess that'll push us over to Crescent Lake to find the item from the sages.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll see an item shop item over there too.
Yeah. Considered buying armor for a second there, but there wasn't anything we really wanted to spend our precious funds on right now. Just in case there's some vendor item shenanigans we have to worry about in Crescent. I mean, 7 grand's not going to buy it, but it's going to leave us way closer to getting it than not. Very even, I'd say, between the two runners so far. 9 minutes in, and we're basically holding hands on the way to Crescent.
Sin getting a little lost in where that dock is at. I too struggle when remembering where exactly that dock is sitting at.
It's farther away than it really needs to be.
Yeah, I believe so.
Pickles into Crescent. There's the fighter. Let's go. Complete party for Pickles. Fighter Thief Red Black. I like it. Pyro also picking up a fighter. I missed if the item shop had anything I wanted. It does not. The armor shop sure does. That's silver +4 bracelets.
Yeah, silver +4 is almost endgame gear for that thief. At least if we don't find
level 6. Level 6 Fade in Life 2, and Red Mage is locked out of the Fade. As well as, I believe that was level 6 Brack. Yeah, level 6 Brack and Zap. Ugh. Alright, colas and ice cream from the dudes in the park. Let's go see if Titan is hungry. Speedrunners are incredible. My brain can't even process these screen transitions at this speed. You know, I have actually tried to go back and play, because these are a little bit speed hacked to be the speed increased on them. I have tried to go back and play vanilla FF1. It is so difficult. I'm sitting there waiting for the transitions, just like, come on, hurry up! Just... wrong runners in title. Let me see if I can fix that. That is wrong runners in title. Thank you. Let me...
I totally skipped out on what was in Titans too. But Sin's gonna be walking in here to see what Titan has hiding in their horde. As we see Pickles heading into Sarda right now. Pulling the Oxio. It's not going to be useful for us right now. Oxio requiring the key as well to get the key item out of Sea Shrine due to the mermaid prison that we have turned on. All the doors inside the mermaid's floor are going to be locked doors, and we cannot enter without that key. Or level 22 on the thief. We do have lockpicking turned on. It doesn't come into play very often, but I've seen it a few times at least. Adamant pulled out of Titan's Trove.
Okay, that should be displaying the correct runners now.
Pickles making their way in to see what the dwarves hold for them, and it is the rods. So I'm going to be heading back to Melman.
Back to Earthgate. Is there a setting where key items people want is randomized as well? No, we don't have that, although something adjacent to that we do have is what we call objective NPC shuffle. It takes Dr. Un, the elf nurse, and Bahamut, and will swap their locations between each other. So you might have Bahamut in Melmond, you might have the elf nurse down in the bottom of Bahamut's cave, and then you have just Dr. Un wandering around in the elf throne room. It's annoying.
No, it's lots of fun, especially when you add Entrance Shuffle into the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to remember, where did I see the Elf Prince at? I found Elfland now. How do I turn this in?
Pickles first into Earth Cave finds the Zombie D Whizvamp tile. This is the number 5 tile in terms of best experience from the B-side tiles, so we might just sit here for a bit.
Yeah, we've got Fire 2 on 2 of these characters, so it shouldn't take too long to get them down.
Question chat, did Pyro check other things early or just a little slower? They were holding hands at one point. I think between the Crescent check and the Ruby turn-in, we hit a snag. I'm unsure what exactly that snag was. I know Sin Pyro is rocking a white mage, so one of those fights might have been a little slower to get through. Also,
Taking out her twice today.
What about a setting where every door, stair, entrance leads to a random place in the game? We do have that. We have Entrance Shuffle, which shuffles all the entrances between each other, and then we have Floor Shuffle, which shuffles all the floors between each other. It's great fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah, and if you want to get real fun with it, you can also turn on the no overworld setting as well, which just makes everything a total chaos. Everything's a mess. You have no idea where you're going.
We also have Flip Vertical, where it mirrors all the, or most of the dungeon maps, random dungeon maps, are flipped left to right, just mirrored left to right. First ribbon out of Earth Cave. That is a very notable pickup. Ribbons are gold in this flag set especially. We can also do Flip Vertical, where it does its best to kind of mirror it like top to bottom. And then we have Swap Stairs, where we just put the stairs elsewhere. Sin Pyro now about a floor behind here in Earth Cave. The Sun Sword is also real good for right now. I think I would like something a little more robust than that.
Yeah, it only rolled +2. Rolling +5 would probably be a lot better sight there, but I mean, it is going to at least do some damage here in Earth Cave.
Pickle's still opening all boxes, it appears. My guess is that Pickles is also unsatisfied with the Sun +2. We're looking for, I don't know, a high-rolling Rune Sword. We're looking for Vorpal. We're looking for Mazza. Something to just solve the endgame for us, because we have had many a nasty Topher. As I recall, the Fiend health is 160 to 170% of base. So to put that in easy numbers, Tia 1 normally has 1,000 health, now has 1,600 to 1,700 health. And that's just the health. The stats themselves, like evasion, absorb, etc., 130 to 170% of normal. So the numbers only go up. Oop, shoutouts to Dorglitch from Sin Pyro. And we get our key out of Earth Cave. Not strictly necessary, given that our parties have been Force Thieves, and one of the flags that we're operating with today is Thief Lockpicking, where when a thief hits a certain level, in this case 22, they are treated as being a walking, talking key. So it's nice that we get it early, but he was not on the list of things we wanted to see.
Not unless it leads to floater. Synpyro's Black Mage is taking a dirt nap.
Mm-hmm.
It has been.
One thing I noticed, Synpyro has been largely ignoring armor, so the party is a lot more vulnerable to melee than Pickles is. Is Synpyro doing some checks for the tiles, seeing if there's anything here we want to grind? I don't believe either runner has checked the left side of first floor. If Synpyro did, I missed it. But we do already have the Whizvamp Zombie D tile, which is a powerful start.
I do think I saw Sin check them. I remember the first tile being nothing important, but I don't recall if we checked the second tile or if we did what it was.
Pickles now on... Actually, both our runners on Lich's floor. Gonna kick the... Oh no, Sin's not there yet. Pickles approaching the free shard vending machine. Let's just shake the machine around, bash it, crash it. Alright, we pushed it over and we're just gonna take the shards out of it. Pickles now checking the left hand. Okay, that's nothing we want. Okay, nothing we want over there, and he does not want to tango with Whizvamp Zombie D. So we're headed this way. Off to Canaria Armory, so we got... We'd like the floater, we'd settle for the canoe.
My guess is we're gonna get the crown here and have to go chit chat with Astos.
3 gold bracelets, pretty good. Ice Sword is fine for the red mage. We're giving our thief the mage stick. That's not bad. Thief weapons are... The list is short and there's really nothing on it we want. So just making it an AoE totem is going to help with a lot of these box fights. Speaking of, here's Zombie Ghoul. And it is blocking the canoe. Okay. We have a couple options here. We can now go to either Volcano or Ordeals. In this flag set, Ice is not incentivized, so we don't have to worry about that. All we've got is Volcano and Ordeals. Are we headed south or west? Looks like we're focused on south, so it looks like we're headed for Ordeals first.
Ordeals would not be my first choice personally, just because of vanilla Death Touch sorcerers, but it seems to be that Ordeals is typically hiding some piece of progression.
The danger is pretty high here. You're not wrong, but there is a wisdom out there that says floater's always an Ordeals, and in a case like this where it's a 50-50 shot, I find that hard to ignore myself.
Yeah, and as you pointed out with the long encounter run too, it does make sense. We're more than likely not going to see an encounter here. If we do, we might see one in the chest floor, so hopefully we can get through this. And Warp Charge is also early, makes it a lot easier to navigate the Ordeals Pillars maze.
Question chat, where comes that big difference in spells? How are they distributed? So, they're basically shuffled by school. So all the white magic spells are shuffled in and amongst all the levels. The shop purchase permissions remain the same. So, for example, the red mage in the base game, you can only get like the first and third slot of the first level. So, same here. When the spells all get shuffled around, whatever lands in the first Canaria shop, you can only get the first and third slot of what's in that shop. So we maintain permissions, but it's everything that's we have the permissions for is what gets changed. All the white magic spells are shuffled. There's no weighting or priority for what goes where. All the black magic spells get shuffled amongst each other. There's no weighting or priority for what goes where. It's pure luck of the draw. It just so happens that our luck of the draw today is not great, in that all of our real high ticket damage has landed kind of way further back in the magic shops. So you can have sweeps with lots of damage. Oh yeah, there's nothing stopping the randomizer from just handing you level 1 nuke. It happens a lot.
Yeah, level 1 nuke is oh god, I love seeing level 1 nuke.
It makes everything so much easier.
I don't know if
today we don't have that though. We've got level 1 Ice 2. We've got level 2 Fire 3. We have to go all the way to level 6 in White Magic to find our Fade.
I think you might have missed this when discussing things, but Pickles did pull the slab out of Ordeals. So
ouch.
Sin on the right path, heading into Volcano.
Ordeals is never floater. I don't know who said that.
It could be eventually in later on in the tournament. That slab could eventually turn into the floater. We'll have more map edits as we get further and further into the tournament.
Question, chat: is there a setting to scramble white and black magic? There sure is. Shuffle between. Oh, was it? It's shuffle spellbooks, I think is what it's called. Where there's no longer a divider, just all magic in one big pot, and the white and black magic shops will just get random bits. And the permissions once again are still the same. So like the white mage, whatever lands in that shop could be fade, could be nuke, could be fast, could be temper, whatever they got's whatever they got. That is a flag that makes me take white mages.
Sin found an 4 Agama tile grind here, the first tile down in Volcano, and we're gonna take it for a little while, it seems.
4 Agamas is decent. Not as much experience in the grand scheme of things as you would expect. It does not crack the top 10 list,
Really?
But it's hardly bad.
I was always under the impression that the 4 Agama tile is one of the best.
No, not even top 10. In terms of difficulty and danger, like it's efficient for sure. But if you're looking for the most bang for your buck, not even top 10.
Okay. It's good to know.
Question in chat: is there a randomizer of versions of FF1 other than NES? Yes, there is. What's the name of it? HMS Jane that does the GBA version, and there is a Pixel Remaster rando. They're newer than the NES rando, so they don't have as many features, but they are definitely functional. So if those are the versions you prefer, go check them out. Pickles grabbing some chunks out of Armory. We get a dragon sword. I believe that's something. Yeah, so Thief now has a real sword, and the dragon sword is it's gonna be real good for Tiamat, which is good because as we've covered, Tiamat has 1600 to 1700 health. Then Pyro standing down his party in the lava, setting up for a solo grind? I wonder if we're solo grinding a fighter. This seems ambitious. Or possibly like we're scared of Topher. Not that that's a bad thing. A healthy fear of Topher is what makes you go forward in this flag set.
Yeah, it does appear we're chugging heal pots on that fighter, so it appears that's what we're going to be doing here. I don't know that they've walked into the Volcano Armory, though. I don't think they've made it past this tile, which kind of sad and depressing because I'm not swinging that dragon sword. Although I think that was an ice sword we're swinging.
Yeah, ice sword is what we're swinging, and that's what we want for this Agama tile. Yeah, we're doing solo grind fighter.
We're gonna shoot
Normally
that fighter
we
to the
only
moon.
see solo grinds with black belts, but like this is interesting.
Yeah, I guess we want to ensure that that fighter is gonna have all the HP and levels that we can get on it to make sure that it doesn't go down during the chaos fight.
Meanwhile, over on Pickle's side, we get the crown out of the Agama floor. Ooh, we got the katana +4, so end game ninja weapon has been secured. Looking at our magic, trying to figure out if we really want a carry dive, we decide no. That's not something we have the horsepower for, so we're just going to warp out. In this flag set, we're operating with Shard Hunt, which means that no longer do we have to kill the 4 fiends, light the 4 orbs. Now, instead, we need, for this particular seed, 28 shards. These shards can be in boxes. You can get them from fiends. If you kill Lich or Carry, you get 2 shards. If you kill Kraken or Tiamat, you get 4 shards. And then once you get 28 shards, that's it. You're Topher bound. And Crown turned into Floater. Hooray, we are airborne now. Sin Pyro still at the Agama blender.
And that was a rune +4 pulled out of the Astos' closet back there.
Okay. We've pre-assigned the rune sword to the Thief. I think we're still holding out for a real big ticket fun time sword on the fighter. Also, eagle-eyed viewers will note that we just took off from our boat. Yes, we have a recent addition to the randomizer is the airboat setting, where as soon as you get the floater, you just get into your ship and you hit A and you take off. It's like some of the, I think Final Fantasy 3 has it, maybe not.
Final Fantasy 5 I know does. At some point,
Yeah.
Sid turns your steamboat into an airship.
Still looking for the vendor item. We're going to check out the Oasis. It's not here. Vendor item's got to be either Gaia or Onrak. Pickles really wants to figure out which one that is.
Yeah, and I don't know if you caught that there too. Pickles had to fight down Astos to get the slab translated. A new flag we have, well, I don't know how new it is, but we have a flag called Shuffled Astos, which our runners agreed to turn on for this particular series of games. So Astos can be on any of the NPCs, I believe. And you were going to have to take down Astos to get either the turn in or whatever that NPC comes with. I don't think Bahamut's on the list, though. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think it can be Bahamut.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I know there's the Bahamut flag as well. That's why I wasn't quite sure on that one.
Speaking of Bahamut, we get the tail out of Lefane. I'm going to go promote immediately, I think. Meanwhile, Sinpyro did carry the grind out. I did not see what level we made it to.
We stopped because we ran out of heal pots at some point.
Oh.
That HP pool was looking pretty thick, though.
Oh, also a question in chat. Is that the Airwolf theme? It is. When Airboat first happened, when it was previewed, it also had the Airwolf theme for it, which was pretty funny. Question in chat. Was that enemy a steak? It sure was. We have... one of several dumb memes in this community is Tyro friend not food, which eventually became Tyros are steak, and also wyverns are wings, so steak and wings, haha, get it? And someone in our community made a very, very good redesign of the Tyro sprite to make it look like a steak, and also the wyvern and wyworm sprites to make them look like buffalo wings. Barber, yes, thank you, Danny. Barber of Seville did it.
Yeah, Barber's done quite a bit of work with the sprites. I think creeps or crepes. Not the nacho and ochos look like nachos. There's quite a few of them.
Alright, we just pulled a defense +5 at Acardia Forest. I'd take that to endgame. It's not perfect, but, like, the defense +5 will do some work.
I always feel like it doesn't hit hard enough, but that might be the crit rate coming into play.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and join the Discord. We've got a wonderful new player duck program. We have events going on all the time, and we can help you get started with the randomizer, help answer questions. Final Fantasy 1 has a lot of moving pieces to it, and it was made in the time when not all of them had to make sense. So, if this looks fun and this is something you want to join in, go ahead and join Discord. We'll get you started. Yes, boot camp starts next month. Thank you, Danny. Ooh, and we find our vendor item over in Onrak. It's the cube. So we have sky access now. We actually have access to basically everything except for Topher. We're still looking for that loot. Zeus Gauntlet. Looks like we do want the Zeus Gauntlet. Okay. Meanwhile, Sinpyro's still clearing out Volcano. Definitely behind on exploration right now, but with a supermassive fighter, that could turn the tide later. Pickles over here in Mermaids looking for our incentive item, which is set to be somewhere in a locked room. So with Mermaid Prison on, making all these rooms require the key, our our incentive is going to be somewhere in one of these rooms over here. And there we go. We have the bottle. So more fetch on the table. As Sinpyro is leaving Volcano.
We didn't take on Carrie
Well,
either, which is surprising considering we have the level 28 knight.
28, that's where we got to. Yeah, we have a level 28 knight, but our weapons are terrible. So I'm okay with the decision to leave. Carrie, unlike Lich, Carrie should be respected.
Nah, just go for it.
The Sinpyro now also in the air here at the 39-minute mark. Pickle's still going with the full clear. I wonder if we're hoping for ribbons? Bubble Soda Company appreciates you for your assistance in this matter. Sinpyro over here in Cardia Swamp. I don't believe we saw Swamp. No, we did, because I remember seeing the Aegis Shield. Okay. In terms of shard count, 39 minutes in, Sinpyro now on 10 shards. Yeah, Sinpyro on 10 shards, while Pickles is on, 16 shards. So Pickles with a 6 shard advantage right now.
Yeah, I want to say the only difference between what our runners have checked is Pickles checked all of the Earth 1 chests, and I believe Sin skipped those and head straight down to Earth 2. Aside from that, Sin is following almost the same path that Pickles went.
17 shards. Thank you, Danny. I'm not awake, and that's more fingers than I have, so I didn't get there.
We don't do math on stream.
No. Shouldn't do math on stream. Pickles leaving behind Carrie just to check this waterfall real quick. Still full clearing all the boxes. You have 16 fingers, Fizzle? Oh, my eyes are blurry, so, no, maybe. And there's our loot out of the robot from Waterfall. So Pickles is in key item go mode, but we still need to round out our shard count, and boy, it would be nice if we could find some more ribbons. Ten shards left to go, and Pickles decides not to go back into C for Kraken. We're headed elsewhere.
I think we're down to Power Bonk and X-Cow, the two items that are left. So I'm assuming we're gonna climb Sky to try to find those items.
I think we want both of those. Yeah.
Yeah, both of those would be extremely beneficial to us. I don't know that we've seen Temper yet.
Oh, fast lock and lock 2 at level 8. Good googly moogly.
Oh no!
That is terrible news.
We definitely want that X-Cal in the Power Bonk then. We want to make sure Topher is as easy as possible, and not having access as much access to lock and temper. Yeah, that's gonna be a rough chaos fight.
At that point, I'm contemplating going back to that Wizfam Zombie D tile and getting the Black Mage to like 29 or something ridiculous. Because I'm gonna want those level 8 charges. Pickles in Mirage, checks first floor, doesn't like what he sees, headed elsewhere. We might be back for those later, though. Meanwhile, Synpyro in Ordeals, grabbing the couple shards that were in here, going to get the slab, which eventually turns into the tail, which is definitely one of the things we want right now. Pickles looting greater than less than. Get 2 shards out of here, and then we'll head for Sky. This, I believe, puts Pickles at 8 shards left to go. So with a Tia kill, we only need to find 4 more shards in boxes, and a decent chance of finding that in Sky. But we're still looking desperately for something.
Yeah, I think if we're opening this many boxes at this point, we're definitely hoping to find another ribbon. Having one is nice to keep your life caster up, but having a second one to help protect that knight later on is going to be really beneficial. I don't recall if we saw wall early either. Wall would be nice to have, but
I don't think so.
I don't remember seeing it at least. So it's
not in the first 6 levels.
Oh, Masa +5.
Oh,
we are going back to pick up that up.
Duh. Gimme.
We're putting it on the. Who did we equip that
Black
to?
Mage is gonna get it. Black Mage is gonna get it for now. This is gonna give us 4 melee characters, which is gonna make it easier for a lot of these box fights. Well, not the metal slimes, but box fights that have 4 things in it. We can now just melee the 4 things and just be done with it. That muzzle is not gonna stay there forever, but as a temporary measure, it's very problem solving. Using warp. And Synpyro making their way through Waterfall. Gets the loot. Is also in key item go mode and leaves. Still has a slab turn in to do for promotion. As Pickles finds dragon armor. Alright, Sky definitely providing gear today.
Looks like Synpyro's at 12 shard count right now. And Pickle's awfully close to 24.
LOL it. Okay, man. Yeah. Pickles is running with the fun enemy names flag. Yeah, we got a lot of those. Second ribbon located left side of Sky 2. Gimme.
That's what we're looking for.
I think Pickles might be done with non-marked boxes.
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, unless we still want the power gauntlet. Because that's going to be in a non-marked box somewhere up here.
Oh, that's right, because XCOW was on. Yeah. I was going to say, that knight is fully decked out. Aegis Shield, Dragon Armor, a ribbon. I mean, What more could you ask for?
Power Gauntlet. That's what more I could ask for.
That's the one thing.
Sin Pyro over to Mermaid's floor, about to pick up the bottle. I know that Cube has not been marked off. Has Sin Pyro not checked the on-rack shop?
It's possible I just missed it.
We'll be interested to see their inventory in a minute here.
I do know...
No. Or yeah, they do have Cube. Cube has been purchased. They got it.
Okay. As I say, I know that they checked the Oasis vendor. I also don't know what quite was happening there to Pickle Stream. I think my computer might have lagged a minute.
Well, we got the Power Gauntlet. Alright, now I think we're done checking boxes that are not marked. And I missed what we're at for shards. I think we might be at 24?
I know we were very close a few moments ago, so I feel like we're probably right on.
If we're at 24, then all we need left is a Tia kill, and then we're in Topher. Yep, we're not opening a single other box. We're just going straight for Tia. Warmech has been cited, but we elect to pass on it. Vanilla boss scripts, that is an excellent A+ idea. Nobody wants to eat nuclear after nuclear after nuclear.
Yeah, I just clocked the shard count. 24 on the dot.
Mm-hmm. Time for Tia. Wait. Bane. Wait. Bane does not go off. X-Cal for 365. Incoming Thunder. Does a lot to the Red Mage, but not anywhere else. 4 hits 108 out of the Ninja. Okay damage so far. Katana's not exactly doing what we want it to do. Our levels are not really good enough to make that Katana pop off. We're going to try Brack with the Red Mage as well. Katana finally connects for 352 poison damage, takes out the Red Mage before it can do anything. Bane doesn't get us anywhere. 4 hits 364 out of the X-Cal, down goes Tia. Pickles roughly 24 across the board, and is now Topher capable.
I was able to catch Wall is at level 7 in Gaia, so yeah.
Oof.
Definitely won that second ribbon.
Then Pyro expressing frustration at the stupid tail being in Lefane, as one of the flags we have on today is the Lefane Superstore. No longer is it just the single level 8 magic shop with a single spell in it. No. We gave them a veritable shopping mall. They have the level 1 through 6 shops, and they also have the on-rack 7 shops. The only shops they don't have are the Gaia shops. Which Pickles is on the way back to Lefane, probably to take advantage of that very superstore, as Sin Pyro is going to promote.
I appreciated what Pickles was doing there, utilizing the hard reset first step encounter to take a few fights through the desert as we're walking towards the airship, getting our Knight and Ninja over to a certain level.
Let's see, Invis 2, picking up Invis 2 and Lamp, picking up Cure 4. Which, one of the things that we have going on and thinking, wait a minute, was that the ninja picking up white magic spells? It sure was. Today we have the white ninja and the black knight. Spell permissions and flag combinations have been enabled such that when the thief promotes to the ninja, they can now learn level 1 through 4 white magic. And when the fighter promotes to the knight, they can now learn level 1 through 4 black magic. And they can learn any slot in those levels. Oh, there's Temper and Nuke. I was just thinking we haven't seen those. Well, I guess it was level 7 on-rack with Temper and Nuke. So we got level 7 Nuke. We got level 7 Temper. We got level 8 Fast. We got level 8 Lock. We got level 8 Lock 2. Oh.
Yeah, this is gonna be a very interesting chaos.
You know, I'm starting to look at that there solo grind with the fighter over on Synpyro's side, and if I'm Pickles, I'm wondering if I don't want to do the same thing. But no, 54 minutes in, let's go to Topher. We have mid Topher, which cuts out some of the floors and installs some shortcuts on some of the other floors. Not quite short Topher, but definitely shorter than long Topher.
Mid Topher's best Topher.
Here we are at Speed Bump 2. Not so Speed Bump as previous, although we did just mash it into Sword Swings, so much like with a Walmart parking lot, if you just gap, the speed bumps will take you places that you never knew you wanted to go. Carry 2 detonates the red mage. Melee not quite doing it from the black mage, but 694 out of that X-Cal. We just need another round of that. 371, down goes Carry 2. I don't think we have access to life. Not in the first 4 levels, we sure don't. We didn't need that red mage anyway. It's fine.
I remember seeing Life 2 was level 5, but I didn't quite catch where Life 1 was at.
Life 1 was 5, Life 2 was 6.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
So,
yeah.
Red mage can learn both, but they can't really do anything with that knowledge when they're face down sleeping. Kraken 2 time. Still going with all melee. Miss out of the Maza Mage. 4 hits 253 out of the Katana. 2 hits 172 out of the X-Cal. Not exactly damage we want. There seems to be a bit of an absorb problem with this here Kraken. But also evasion. Only 2 hits out of the X-Cal when we should be closer to 4 or 5 is not great. Nope, but we get there. A crit for 583. Down goes Kraken 2. Get a fire hose steel pots real quick as we approach Tia 2. We're going with evasion strats out of the top slot. We're going to attempt to buff the X-Cal. Buff goes off after the nick of time. Bane takes out our ninja. We are now on 2-man strats. Using one of our tempers after the fast on that X-Cal Thunder. Not going to do much to our 2 beribboned characters. 4 hits 463. That's a number, but it's not the one we wanted. Incoming melee takes us to 329. Outgoing melee for almost 900. That's better. Possible quad X range, but we're never going to know because we swing in for 815 and down goes Tia 2. Okay, time for chaos. Time for vampires. We're going to take this vampire fight because either we want maybe just one more level if we can piece it out, or we're not confident in our ability to run. Either is the correct answer. Okay, chaos time. one final grand chug for justice. Are we going to do some gear jiggling? No. Position shuffling? Yes. Our ablative meat shield is in the front. We just need it to live long enough for Unfast. Anything after that is gravy. Maza now down into the fighter's inventory. Preparing for fast, preparing for defense. Evasion goes off. Fast goes off. Melee detonates the Black Mage. It is now 1v1. Ice 3 starting to whittle away at that fighter's health total. Fighter down to under 500 health. We're now evasion capped. We're going with power bonk strats. Chaos with vanilla scripts has a Cure 4 somewhere in there. Slow 2 comes out, Slow 2 misses, and there's the Cure 4. That is the green light to start swinging. Test swing. 4 hits 340, that's not good. Chaos seems to have an evasion problem. 8 hits, 1362, never mind, no it doesn't. 4 hits 966, the damage is racking up real fast. Crack misses. Will this get us there? 2 hits 497, not quite. Chaos gives us a free turn, and
I assume that they won. The stream just cut out. Racetime.gg shows a 59:20 as the final time. Yeah, it just closed on my end, so I'm assuming that it cut out on accident.
Let me see if I can independently verify. This might have been a problem with Restream. Yes, I went over to view Pickles' VOD. There was one final swing in for 2274. Pickles did, in fact, finish on their VOD. This counts. They get an official race time, GG time, 59 minutes and 20 seconds. GG.
This happened to me the other day, and I think it is cause of pausing slightly on the VLC player. I think is what caused it. To sync up the streams. So
yeah, that could have happened because it looked like it was cut like right after that.
Yep. But yeah, GG's.
But yes, GG Pickles, I have confirmed it was a finish. Spin Pyro doing some last minute shopping in Gaia. And we are joined in the booth by our first place finisher, Pickles and Beer. GG Pickles.
Hey, thanks.
So, how was that?
Not bad. Went pretty smooth. Not much, not too many problems there.
So,
yeah, the ending there. I'm watching the restream. I'm like, crap.
Yeah, no, I pulled up your Twitch channel and just checked for myself, and yeah, it's there. It's just that over on the restream side, sometimes we gotta pause to just get the stream synced. But if VLC says the stream is done, even if it's not done yet, it's just like, well, you're done, close. So
yeah, I hit the stop stream pretty quick after.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have been surprised if it was me. I drop frames once in a while, probably because I do it over Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah.
But Yeah,
I
all
know
those.
someone with that life.
Yeah, there were some crappy hits there. Talking about that, and then I was like, well, just wait for this last hit, and of course, it's not there.
So, solo thief start. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm looking for a fighter. I
I
don't.
did notice your called shot pretty early on, picking up the iron armor when you were in Provoca.
Yeah, I'm like, I want a piece of armor. I kind of waffle sometimes on whether or not I actually stop in the armor shops, but
Mhm.
I wanted something for that party just so they didn't run into an encounter where they get hacked to death. So, like, at iron armor's there, may as well grab it. I'm gonna grab a fighter at some point in time.
Mhm.
I was getting worried about life there though. You're not seeing it in the first 4 levels. I'm like, yeah, well, of course, it didn't matter anyway because the red mage couldn't survive carry. But
Mhm. So, for the first 20 minutes or so, y'all were holding hands pretty much. Where you started to pull ahead, I think, was Earth Cave. And this looks like, yes, it is. This is a forfeit from Sinpyro. And we are joined in the booth by Sinpyro. GG.
GG Pickles.
GG. It's a pretty straightforward seed all the way until Canoe. Then you had a couple options, and I guess they more or less both ended up being more or less required anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you went to Ordeals first, so
We got to warp.
You did get the slab, which was a bit of a bummer at the time, but put you on the path to the tail way sooner. Sinpyro went straight to Volcano, and something interesting happened. Sinpyro, would you care to elaborate?
Yeah, I found a 4 Aga tile in Earth 2 Armory, the single chest, the safe tile there.
Mhm.
And basically took a grind for my fighter all the way. I mean, I'm not gonna say all the way, but I took it to the moon. Close to the moon as I could get within a reasonable time. I spent this whole seed thinking to myself, like, okay, what can I do? What can I gamble on that I think that PMB might skip out on? Because Pickles is a fantastic runner and way better than I am. And these flags are ones that I never really cracked the code on. So I was like, what can I do to because I'm thinking, like, what can I do that Pickles might not do? But with that Agatile right there, I assumed that Pickles was going to find it, and I was so scared of that.
Yeah, taking the grind is something, if I ran into issues in Topher, then, you would have had a big leg up, because I was not going to grind any. I only took the fights outside of Mirage just to get the couple charges of Fast. Otherwise, if Fast were earlier, I wouldn't have even taken those fights.
Yeah, I don't know. This has just been a weird tournament for me, I suppose. I don't know, but GG's Pickles. You raced a hell of a game.
Yeah, we didn't see anything. There wasn't really any. I didn't notice anything gross.
No, I didn't really either. Although I will say I would like to extend some appreciation to whoever set RPG Limit Break's title for me saying "Win Pyro." Well, not this time.
All right, and Pickles, it looks like you are moving forward to face the winner of Shum versus Softnum. How you feeling about that matchup?
Same as always. I'll have race nerves. I mean,
Yeah.
be fun to go against either. There's going against Shum, there'd be a little personal there.
And Synpyro, you are headed to the async rounds to see if you can last chance your way back into the upper bracket. Any corrections you want to try to make to see if you can get a leg up on the competition down there?
Honestly, I don't. I really don't know. I have been like I said, all my practice seeds. I have not cracked a sub. I have not cracked sub 110 in any of my practice seeds. So I'm basically flying blind at this point. Are they? Which one are they doing? Are they doing round of 16 or round of 32?
The next one you'll be headed towards, I believe, is round of 16.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to get some more practice in
Danny
on
correcting
those.
me, round of 32.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, I'm definitely gonna try to get some more practice in on those because I really need to figure out what I'm doing wrong.
All right, and I think we're going to move this along to final thoughts. So we'll start with winner on stream, Pickles and Beer. Final thoughts.
Just GG again, Synpyro. Good couple of races, and then thanks Fizzle and Mecklin for putting the restream on, and Danny for rolling us a nice seed. That was kind of unusual there. I'm not sure I even saw Spider though, so maybe they did have something we just didn't run into.
Yeah,
them.
it's possible.
Yeah, I'm not sure I even saw one.
Second on stream, first in our hearts, Synpyro. Final thoughts.
Yeah, this was definitely tame for a Danny seed. Thanks, Danny. Appreciate it. GG's Pickles. Good luck in round of 16. You deserve it. You beat me 100%. No denial here. Thanks, Fizzleby, for, as I like to call him, Lord Forgot His Boat. And Mecklin for restreaming comms. Who is doing the tracking? I didn't see that.
Mecklin was.
Oh, Mecklin. So Mecklin was pulling like triple duty because he was also restreaming. So yeah, thanks guys. I really appreciate it.
Makocoms, my restreamer, my tracker, my dude who listened to me gibber for over an hour. Mecklin, final thoughts.
Just want to say GG's to the runners. Excellent showing, and thanks Fizzle for waking up such early hours this morning to hop in the booth with me. I was fully prepared mentally to go at this solo crew this morning, and happy to have had someone else in the booth. So thank you very much. Also, just to point out, we are going to be rating Speed Gaming 3 matchup between Phoenix and Clementitis. Game 2, they raced their Game 1 earlier this morning. So we're about halfway through that race, I think, now.
Excellent. Well, if y'all like what you saw, go ahead and join the Discord. Our Duck Boot Camp starts next month. But until then, for everybody at the Final Fantasy Randomizer community, my name is Lord Fizzlebeep, and we will see you all next time. Have a good day, everyone.